And in a bid to assist Ukraine, the United States, Britain, Canada and the European Union have pledged to send more military supplies to Kyiv and impose further sanctions on Moscow as the Russian invasion entered a new phase. This decision came after US President Joe Biden held a 90-minute call with Western allies on Tuesday. Biden is expected to announce another military aid package for Ukraine in the coming days. If the aid package is as large as the one announced last week, which was around $800 million, then it would bring the total US military aid to Ukraine since Russia invaded it in February to well over $3 billion. Canada too has pledged to send heavy artillery to Ukraine.
Over the past weeks, we've been in close contact with President Zelensky since the very beginning, and we're very responsive to what it is that they need most specifically. Their most recent request from Canada is to help them with heavy artillery, because that's what the phase of the war is in right now. And Canada will be sending heavy artillery to Ukraine, with more details to come in the coming days. But we will continue to stand with Ukraine and stand for the values that underpin all of our free societies.
Now in London, British Prime Minister told the Parliament that Ukraine needs support with more artillery, and that's what they will be giving them. In Berlin, Chancellor Olaf Scholz said Germany was providing funds to Ukraine so it can buy anti-tank weapons and ammunition from German arms manufacturers. Meanwhile, the Czech Republic said that it would repair Ukrainian tanks and armored vehicles when they were damaged in combat. The possibility of hitting Russia with more sanctions was also discussed. EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen tweeted that the EU would further tighten sanctions against Russia and step up financial and security assistance for Ukraine. A French official said allies also discussed the need to persuade non-EU and non-G7 countries to treat the war in Ukraine as an issue of world peace and not just something that concerns Europe and the West. And WION correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
U.S. President Joe Biden hosted a video conference call with allies and partners on Tuesday. The discussions focused on providing humanitarian assistance to Ukraine as Russia's incursion into the country continues. But the partners and allies also talked about overall international coordination in provisions of security and economic assistance as well. And according to White House statement, they also discussed their coordinated efforts to impose severe economic costs to hold Russia accountable. They committed to continued close consultations, including working with and through the G7, the EU, and NATO. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden himself announced on Tuesday that the United States will be providing additional security assistance to Ukraine. President Biden, his remarks came as he disembarked on Air Force One and asked by reporters whether or not he would be sending more artillery units to Ukraine. He responded in an affirmative yes. This is according to a White House poll report. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World this way.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.